It is now 4:20. We are in 2021. We have survived. It is now 4:20. We are about to call Ollie. Hello?
Hello?
Hello!
Hello?
What's up?
Not much.
Been a minute.
What you doing?
Streaming.
Oh, hello, peeps.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I just woke up, so like
That's a struggle.
about
My lighter.
30 minutes ago. So
Um,
how's it going, bud?
it goes. It's okay. How is the wonderful world of Sparky?
Um, doing all right. Could be better. But, as is life.
Mhm. As is life, indeed. Yes, yes.
As is life.
Oh.
So what's happening with you, bud?
Not a whole lot. Just been, working and stuff and thinking about what to do with my life.
That's fair. That's fair. I
Yeah.
finally posted a video after not posting for an entire fucking month.
10 out of 10.
Oh my god.
What video? What video
Uh
was it? I didn't get a notification for it.
Visage Part 5.
Uh,
And Part 6
I
comes
have
out on
to give that a
Tuesday.
gander.
So there's a new game that I recorded yesterday. It's called Buddy Simulator 1984. And it's a text-based game.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, Doug. Okay. It's a text-based game, and so in context, yesterday I texted Ollie to give me a random name, any name, and let's see how long did it take you to respond? It took you
5 hours.
hold on. It took you 2 hours to respond. And after let's see. After 2 minutes of you not responding, I then texted Doug and your fiance Phoebe. And I was just like, "Hey, give me a name, any name." And Doug is just like, "Kyle." I'm like, "All right, Kyle it is." So I named my buddy Kyle. And then right after she texted me, Phoebe texted me Steve. I was just like, "Oh, well."
Okay, so his name is Kyle Steve.
No, that's not the case. Because in the game, I was asked, what's your favorite animal, and I said it's a monkey. Just like, oh, all right. What would their name be? And I was like, bet, Steve the monkey.
Dead. I'm dead, Steve the monkey. Really?
Yep. But then, let's see. After those 2 hours passed by, after texting Ollie, "Yo, give me a name," he was like, Zyros.
Zyros.
There's Zyros.
But same thing.
I was like, all right. It's an interesting name. It's unique. It's very unique.
It's the name of a dragon in the game I play.
Ah, what game's that?
It was the first thing. Summoner's War. It was the first thing that popped in my head. I woke up and I saw your thing and I was like, "Give me a name." I was like, I don't know what fucking name he wants. And then just the image of the monster popped in my head. And I was like, "Fuck it."
Nick,
Zyros.
did you just start following me just now?
Sorry of that.
What the fuck?
Almost as much fun as Frank's bitch nuggets and titty sauce.
I forgot that name. Frank's bitch nuggets titty sauce. How may we help you?
Don't let me help you.
Oh, so
That was good.
we're gonna have to get back on Undertale at some point, cause I lost all that content. Well, not content. I lost all that save. Cause I remember when I said I had to factory reset my PC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
lost all that
suck.
data.
Okay.
Oh, Doug
I'm
wants
gonna do
to.
another tab.
Doug wants to hop in the call. Hold on. Let me add the boy. Where is he? Doug, aren't you at work?
Probably.
Waiting for a response. Because we're trying to do a podcast here, or a budcast, and
Hey, give me
we
a
don't
sec.
need
I
we
gotta
don't.
go on mute for a sec.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
See, what you need is a stream deck like mine. All right, fine. I'll add him. Oof.
Do?
What's up?
What it do? What it do?
We're doing a podcast.
Oh, well, I'm in this now.
Yes, you are.
What's the topic of the day?
We don't know yet. We just started out. I just woke up. So, it is now 4:20. We have lived past the COVID year.
I mean, is it really a year?
Well, I mean, it's been a year since the last 420, so I would assume assume so.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't consider last year the COVID year because it just started last year, and it's still technically going today.
That's fair.
So I wouldn't consider it over just yet. And I mean, not to get not to be opinion based, but honestly, I think the fucking mask mandate still is stupid. Because there's literally doctors going on the news saying, "Oh yeah, COVID's just gonna be like the flu. It's just gonna be like it's gonna be like it's gonna be here, and that's the reality of it."
Yeah.
Like, we can't wear masks forever. We're gonna get sick. If you have a strong immune system, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it sucks for the people that don't have immune systems and the people that lost like family members to the virus. Like, yes, I like deepest condolences, but at the same time, you have to face reality. Like, it's gonna happen.
Right.
You know.
Well, cause after the rave, the day after, like for a split like 2 minutes, I thought I couldn't taste anything because that entire rave we did not wear a mask.
Yeah.
That entire rave we did not wear a
Dude,
mask.
barely anyone wore a mask.
Oh, no one. Barely anyone did. I saw like a few select people wearing masks, but we did not.
Like, staff, but that's because they have to.
Yeah, we did not wear a mask during that entire venue concert.
Dude, if you have got to be on something, if you think I'm gonna go to a rave and then condense my breathing even more by putting a filter over my fucking mouth.
Right.
Like, I'm there to rage. I'm not there to hyperventilate.
Right. Oh shit. A year ago I posted my second channel update. Or my channel update number 2. Where'd Ollie go?
No clue. He's been muted for a while.
Ollie!
What?
There he is. Where'd you go?
What? Oh, taking dabs, bro.
Oh.
Hey, 420, let's go.
Yeah, that's why I'm muted.
See, I can't smoke in my room, so
That
I
sounds
said I
like
was
a
in my
personal
room.
problem.
that's
Yeah, that is
fair.
pretty personal.
So, Doug, what are you planning on streaming tonight?
Probably gonna do some GTA RP, not gonna lie.
I was thinking maybe Among Us. I don't know.
Well, I'd win.
Doug, we can't hear you at all.
What?
We didn't hear a single thing you just said.
Oh, I was saying I would, but I'd want a full lobby if we're gonna do that.
Well, let's plan it.
Well, you can try.
Talking about Among Us, I can hop on after I get off work. It's like 10:30 your time, I think.
Come on. There we go.
So,
I mean,
like
yeah,
that.
we'll, cause I get off at 5, or I get off at 3, but I'm not gonna be home till like 5.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
that's-
like,
that's-
so I'm gonna have like that 5 extra hours then. If we're waiting on you,
Yeah.
that's my only concern. Because I don't want to start it too late, because then I'm not gonna get any viewership.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
And I also like. It's funny because when you get home, is when I go to work. So.
Well, no.
Joker's like, me, any chance to commit murder and lie ADU, I'm down.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Who is never down to murder Sparky?
Wow. All right.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow. Everyone's always got beef with me.
The only time, not gonna lie, the only time it is when I don't want to kill Sparky is if I haven't killed him and somebody reports a body. I don't know if Sparky notices, but every single time I'm trying to let Sparky know that I'm the imposter so that I can get him to simp for me, which is the whole goal of me doing that.
So
Because I know he
basically-
would. I know he would.
So basically, what you're telling me is if Sparky sides with you tonight, I should vote you.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's
Alright,
exactly
good.
what I'm telling you right now.
Sounds good, dude. I can do that.
If you ever hear me say cactus juice, just vote
Oh,
me right
yes,
there.
the old cactus
Alright.
juice phrase.
Will do.
Just don't even think about it. Don't tell anyone else though. You cannot tell anyone else.
So just
That's
vote
the
you.
thing.
and
Well, I
I'll
mean,
be
you
the
kind of
one
just
vote.
said it on stream, so.
Well, they can bite me on it. No, they can't. Well, now
Okay,
we're
but,
gonna change
okay,
it.
but let's be real.
somehow.
Let's be real. Who in this chat is actually gonna be in that game?
Well, let's see. How many
That's a
people
fair
do we
point.
have? We've only got you, Doug, me.
Well, actually,
In the
I'm not
chat.
in your stream right now.
Oh. Nick
'Cause,
was on.
Well, I know everyone. I know he was. Sorry, I said everyone because I pressed the everyone fucking channel.
All right. Now, with this podcast, I'd like to introduce our first topic. Resident Evil 8
What?
Village.
Oh yeah, I saw
I don't-
that.
I
I
don't
saw the
even wanna
trailer
talk about
for
this
it.
topic
Why?
Why do you not? Why not?
because I don't want to hear shit about the game until I play it.
No, I'm just saying it's coming out soon.
Oh, if we're just talking about it in general and not like specifics, then I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, other than
When did it?
Big Titty Vampire Mom.
Oh my God, Lady Dimitrescu. Oh my God, so hot.
Speaking of
All
Resident
right,
Evil, actually, sorry to get a little bit off topic, but Resident Evil and Dead by Daylight are doing a collab.
Really?
Yeah.
What are?
The chapter reveal is on the 25th of May.
Okay.
And a lot of people are speculating that it's gonna be Mr. X
Mr. X
as the killer.
Ooh. Wait, hold on. Let me
Mr. X being the white-faced black trench coat guy.
Why not Nemesis? Nemesis is way better.
I mean, technically, Nemesis is Mr. X.
Oh, him. Oh,
I mean, that's
shit.
yeah.
I mean,
Dude, they're
might...
gonna have to nerf that by a lot.
Dude, actually,
because he is so strong.
You know what? Now that I think about it, they could use Mr. X. I almost said Professor X. They could use Mr. X and then have Nemesis as part of his power.
That checks out.
Like, maybe, like, once he does a certain amount of things, he can transform into Nemesis for, like, a minute. Or something. I don't know.
All right.
But we'll figure it out, because the reveal's next month, so.
Gotcha.
I'll definitely keep you guys updated, because, you know, that's my game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. Okay, let's go.
Oh, right, you're still playing Sekiro.
Usually podcasts have a lot more structure to them.
Yeah, well, this one, I had thought of this last night because I started watching a lot of McNasty and the Goons.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that they have a podcast on Spotify. And now I have something to listen to at work.
And then there's also the Misfits.
Oh, yeah, the Misfits.
Which is Swagger Souls and all them.
Yeah.
And then I also found one that's really funny. It's called Stiff Socks.
Stiff Socks? What the hell?
Stiff Socks, yes.
Hang on. Let me...
God, dude,
You'll recognize
what
the
the
guy
heck?
from Vines or TikTok.
Stiff Socks podcast. their first number, episode 43, Jerkin' and Peeing.
Yeah, dude, they talk about the most random shit. It's funny as hell.
But, yeah, last night at, 1 a.m, I was up and I was listening to the Goons podcast. I'm just like, I've been wanting to do a podcast for those one dudes for a while. It left my brain. I had completely forgotten that I wanted to do it, and that just reminded me. So I was just like, Ollie!
What?
And I texted him at 1 a.m, Budcast.
Yeah. Budcast. Welcome to the Budcast.
I'm the unofficial member of those one dudes.
You're a side hoe of those one dudes.
You are. Excuse me. He's just one of those dudes, dude. One of those dudes.
I'm just one of those guys. I'm like fucking Delirious to Van Oz. I'm like,
yeah, basically.
Like, I'm my own person, but I'm not part of the channel.
That actually is pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate, actually.
That is, yeah.
Like, I have my own stuff, but I'm just featured in your channel.
Right. Okay.
I mean, might as well be.
Another thing to talk about. The fucking PS5. Where the fuck is Nick? I need his bitch ass in here. Here, I'm gonna fucking call him. Is he working?
Shouldn't be.
Okay,
just add him to the call.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Come on, Nick. Get your ass in here. I swear to God. Anyways, the PS5. I've been trying to get my fucking hands on one for months now. I came so close so many times to checking out, and all right, getting getting your hands on a PS5 is like playing Dark Souls. It's so rage-inducing, and you come so close every single time. Let's see. Since it is 420, let's talk about the story where we've been the most high.
Oh God, I got one. I mean, well, Sparks heard it already.
I have not, so.
All right. So, when your boy was a wee baby stoner,
Okay,
Right.
okay. I feel it, I feel it.
well, okay, hang on. What I shouldn't even say that. When your boy hadn't even touched weed, right?
Mhm.
So I actually had recently started drinking. And like literally like the week before I started drinking, right?
Uh-huh.
And so that week goes by, and then I'm at my buddy's house with a couple of his buddies, and we're all having a good old time.
Right.
And so we're all drinking, whatever, laughing, and then they go outside, and I see them carry a bong outside, and I'm like, you guys going to smoke? And they're like, yeah, and I'm like, all right, I'll just stand out there with you guys, right? Because I still hadn't touched it. I don't know how it is to be high, I was like, I'm good, but I'll stand out there with you, right? And so we get out there. We're in this giant circle. There's like 10 people, right? And they're passing the bong around, and like every time they get to me, they'd pass me because I said I wasn't gonna smoke, and they respected that. And then it got like halfway around the circle, like I think like the third time it passed me, or like the first or second, I don't know. It was one of the first times it passed me. It goes halfway around the circle, and it's being handed. The bong's being handed to one of the biggest stoners in this circle.
Mhm.
Right?
Okay.
Like this dude had been smoking for like 10 plus years, right?
Uh-huh.
And so as this guy is handing the bong to Uncle Larry.
Oh,
Right?
Uncle Larry.
Yeah, Uncle Larry. This dude's handed the bong to Uncle Larry, right?
Uh-huh.
And as Larry grabs the bong, I look up from my phone, and I'm like, let me hit it. And literally everyone goes silent. And then they're like all looking at me, and they're like, did you just say what I thought you just said? And I'm like, yeah, let me hit it. They're like, you sure? I'm like, if you ask me again, I'm not going to. And they're like, all right. And then so Larry was like, okay, do you know how to use a bong? I'm like, no, right? And he was like, okay, I'll get a hit in there for you. I'll pull out the bowl. You just hit it. I'm like, all right, sounds good, right? Mind you, this bong is about like 1.5 foot long, right? And so Larry fucking lights the bowl, and then takes this fucking chonky ass rip, pulls the bowl out. The entire bong is like milky white, right? And it's my first time smoking, so I don't know what to do. Right?
Oh.
And so Larry's just like, all right, just take it and breathe in, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay. So I grab the bong and fucking like I inhale the entire hit in like 2 seconds. And Larry, like as the hit is like halfway gone, he's like, oh shit. And I'm like, and I take the entire thing, And like not even like 2 seconds after I finished inhaling, I start fucking dying. Right? Like I'm literally coughing a goddamn lung out, and it gets to the point where one of the girls that are there are like, they're helping me, and everyone else went inside. So it was me and the one chick outside, and she's like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think so." And then I fucking throw up over the fucking deck, right? I throw up over the deck because I was coughing that much.
Mm-hmm.
So, greened out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Greened out my first hit. Not a surprise. But so she's like, "Do you need water?" I'm like, "Yes, please."
Yes,
And
please.
so she goes in, gets me water. And mind you, I still haven't felt the high, so I'm just like, I'm coughing for fucking nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she gets me water, and I fucking down that water. And then I eventually get good enough to go inside, right?
Uh-huh.
I go inside, and everyone looks at me. They're like, "Bro, you good? You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And I'm like, "I don't know what the fuck your big deal about this shit is, right?"
Uh-huh.
I sit my ass down on the couch,
Uh-huh.
fucking skyrocketed. I could not move from that couch for 3 hours. And everyone's like sitting like on the couch with me. They turn on Drunk History.
Oh my god, drunk history.
Dude, Drunk History while stoned off your ass is funny as shit.
Dude, I
But
miss drunk history. Did they
but
stop?
you know how Anastasia gets when she's really high, where she gets really fucking giggly at nothing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was me. And like literally I would just look at Larry and I would start dying of laughter. Right?
Uh-huh.
And then Hamza, one of the guys that are there, he plops down next to me, wraps his arm around me. He's like, "How you feeling?" I'm like, "Pretty good." He's like, "This is the best you're ever going to feel in your life." And I'm like, "I believe it." And then he's like, "Hey, funny joke. I lose it. and then eventually, like, I eventually kind of get down from the giggles, right? But then I'm halfway passed out on the couch, right? And I hear them in the kitchen, because the kitchen was connected to the living room in this house. And so I hear them all in the kitchen, and they're like, "Yeah, we should probably take another shot." And I shot up, right? I'm like, "I heard shots," and they're like, "Are you sure you're good?" I'm like, "Yeah, pour me one, dude." And so they pour me a shot. Everyone takes their shot, except for me.
You.
I don't take my shot, because when I go to take my shot, I start fucking laughing. And literally for the next 30 minutes, I am struggling to take this shot, because every time I put the glass to my mouth, I start laughing. I eventually take the shot, but then by that time, everyone's fucking KO'd, and I'm just like, "Well, shit." Then I pass out, and then the next morning,
Was that shot glass?
that.
Was that shot still there?
No, I took the shot,
Oh, okay.
but like that next morning, I was so groggy.
Yeah.
It was intense.
I feel it.
But
Was that the end of your story?
all in all, it was a very successful first smoke sesh, because that got me hooked, and here I am today.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
All right, Ollie, your turn.
So the highest I ever been, huh? That's a good one. Um,
Here,
He's
pause your
like,
game.
shit, I don't even remember half
Pause
of
your
it.
game so you can
Yeah, for
remember.
real.
No,
So,
no,
I got
no.
this.
I fully understand where Ollie's coming from right now, because usually when you get that fucking high, you don't remember it.
Yeah, you usually there's one time I remember though. So we got really stoned in my group home at night this one time, right? You know, like we usually did a lamau, and I took this fat as fuck dab, like big as my fingernail, like straight up. It was a
Fuck.
big dab, and took it, and I took the whole thing. As soon as I was done, the guy who gave it to me, he was like, "Okay, you can go die now." And so I
You
was like,
greedy
"All right."
bastard. Hold up. If you're telling me, okay, what fingernail exactly? Like the thumb? The pointer finger?
No, probably like my pointer fingernail. Like,
You greedy bastard.
what? No,
That's
he said I
that's a
could
lot
have
of
it.
wax
So,
to take in one hit.
I mean, he said I could have it, so I did.
Oh, okay,
And
then,
I
okay, then never
regretted
mind,
it
never mind.
almost instantly. So, because, like, I had to go to the bathroom, and he said to take that dab. So, before I went, so I was like, whatever. So, I took the dab, and then I went to go use the bathroom, and I just started puking. And that was fun. That was exciting.
Dude,
And I
I've
was in
noticed
that bathroom
I've
for like a good 2 hours puking before someone came looking for me.
Yo, Ollie. Not,
Yeah.
not not to sidetrack you from your story, but it's kind of on the story. I've noticed that whenever you throw up, the effects of whatever you took just fucking skyrocket.
Yeah, it's insane. And you're just like, I was wigged out, dude. Like apparently when they found me, my head was in the trash can.
Oh.
And yeah, which is weird for me because I don't remember my head being in the trash can.
I
Think
would
I
hope
would know if
not.
my Yeah, I think I would know if my head is in the trash can. And yeah, I had to take a shower and stuff. Oh God, that shower felt really good. All I really remember is the shower and not the 2 hours prior. And that's my story. It's a very short story. It's probably the highest I ever been though.
All right, boys, my turn.
Oh boy.
Okay, so let's see. This is back when I was in high school.
Good old high school.
Oh yes, the drama days. Anyways, this was while I was back in high school. I think I was a junior. I believe I was either a junior or a senior. And me and my buddies went over to our friend Brandon's house. Not our Brandon. The Brandon I knew at the time. We went over to his house and we had like a little mini party. I forgot what it was for, but we had just gone to the bomb head shop to get a new bong. And oh my god, dude, the bong that Brandon got. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. I missed that piece. But it was, let's see, how tall is it? It was about 2 feet tall. And going down, like obviously there's the I'm just gonna say it like this. There was the staff part, but the shaft, yes. At the center there was like a sphere, and inside the bong there were tubes coming out that made the shape of a sphere, and I think we called it atom bomb, because that's what it looked like. It looked like an atom. And we got to the basement, we loaded it up, everyone's passing it around. I like didn't want to partake at the time, but then I was peer pressured into it, and they're just like, dude, just take a hit. I'm just like, fuck, okay. And I have my buddy Dawson light it up for me. And he is the biggest stoner I knew at the time. And he didn't know how much I could take. So, flicks on the lighter, holds it like upside down over to the bowl piece. He's like, all right, inhale. I'm just like, and he doesn't, let's see, he sticks it there for a good 2 to 3 seconds, takes the lighter off, and then goes to take off the bowl. The bowl is stuck.
Oh, dude, that happened to Nick.
The bowl is stuck. And I'm just sitting there inhaling, not listening to anything. And I guess he was saying like, bro, stop. And I didn't hear him. And he finally gets it off. I just, and I'm just sitting there dying, coughing for a good 20 minutes. And they're just like, you good? I'm like, no. And so 20 minutes passed, another 20 minutes passed by. And they asked me again, Sparky, you good? I'm like, I don't feel so well. They're like, all right, you need to go upstairs and go right to the bathroom. And so I stumble my way upstairs to the bathroom, which is right across from the basement door. And luckily the toilet bowl was open as soon as I stepped foot in the bathroom. Luckily I aimed right into the toilet. There were just a few splash marks, but that was the highest I have ever been on weed. Now, the drunkest I've ever been is another different story.
Oh God.
You want me to tell it?
Do I know this story?
I don't think so.
Then yes.
Okay. So it was.
Just saying that the difference between the highest you've ever been and the drunkest you've ever been are two completely different animals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hold on.
But
so, let's see. This was New Year's Eve, going from 2014 to 2015. Me and my buddies get my mom's out. My mom and stepdad are out at a party, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go over to Brandon's house. And so they're just like, okay, be careful. I was like, all right, I will. And I regret that night. I regret that night. I don't regret that night. I regret being the way I was that night. Because we decided to play drunk Cards Against Humanity. And so we let's see what happened. We played a few rounds. The people who lost all had to take a shot, for each round. Uh-huh. And oh my God, dude, I was losing so bad. The max amount of shots I took that night, unfortunately, because I was 15 at the time, the max amount of shots I took that night was 6. And it was what was the vodka? I think it was Svedka, but there was also Jack Daniels in there. And so we stopped playing, and later that night, I end up coming down from the kitchen into the basement, and I end up laying down on the floor, puking, on the carpet, and then proceeding to lay in my own puke.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Yeah. But let's see. I guess after that, because I don't remember any of this. Someone else told me this is what happened. I guess sometime in the middle of the night, after all that, I guess I, like, woke up, crawled on all fours over to the wall, and started banging my head against the wall. And someone heard it. They're like, "Sparky, you good?" I guess I turned my head to them with my eyes closed. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." Continues to bang head against the wall, then crawls back into a little pile of puke.
All right then.
And that was the drunkest I've ever been. And I will never forget
Fun.
that night, because that night was pure hell and embarrassment.
I can there is only one blackout drunk story that I've ever been told about,
Yeah.
and it came from my dad.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. This gotta be good.
So while I was working at King Supers, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was another like family moving in to the house right across the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because we saw their moving truck and all that, and we're just like, oh, okay, another family moved in, cool, welcome, whatever. But then as I'm working at King Supers, right,
Uh-huh.
I find out that like 3 of my coworkers live at that house,
Oh.
right? And
Okay.
ironically, they were all women, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Oh, hi, Anna.
all of them. What?
Oh, Anna's in the stream.
Oh, so, no, so I go over there and I'm like, well, fucking, I jumped all over the story. Fuck.
Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay, so I find out that my coworkers live right across the fucking street from me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so after I find that out, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and make friends with them so I have people to hang out with that I don't have to drive to,
Right.
And so, and like I said, all of them were girls, but that it didn't really matter to any of us,
Mm-hmm.
like, because we were all just like vibing. But
Sorry.
we hung out a couple times, smoked together, all that fun stuff. And then there was one night where they were having a party, and they invited me over, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna play." I think we were playing Phase 10 or Uno.
Mm-hmm.
No, we were playing Drunk Uno. And
Good old game of Drunk Uno.
oh yeah. And so we're all sitting around a table. One of the girls' husbands was there, and then we also had I think it was their little girl and just us, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But we like ordered pizza. There was pizza in the middle of the table. Like, we're all having a grand old time, and like, we're taking shots upon shots. And so we eventually end that game of Drunk Uno, but we continue drinking.
Right.
And then the end of the night comes. I have to go home.
Uh-huh.
Right? And so now mind you, I remember everything up until I left their house. Like, I remember walking out their door, and then the next second I was in my room.
Wait, all right. So for context, when was this?
This was like 2 years ago.
All right.
Yeah, it was a while. Like, it was before me and you started talking again and all that.
Right.
So like, literally everyone in my life right now, other than Brandon and Chase, they weren't there when this happened.
Right.
So I remember walking out of their house, right?
Uh-huh.
And then the next morning, I find myself in my room, and I'm like, how the fuck did I get in my bed? Right? Because I don't remember getting into bed. And so, my dad comes downstairs, because this was when I lived in the basement of my dad's house.
Right.
My dad comes downstairs. He's like, "Did you have a fun night?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You hung over?" I'm like, "Yeah." I bet. He's like, "I bet you look pretty fucked up when I found you." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "What do you mean when you found me?" And so
Wait, hold on. Was he angry when he said this?
No, he was not.
Was he proud?
No, he wasn't even, like, he was just like, "Yeah, this is how I found you. Like, I'm glad you're safe, but be careful next time," basically. That's basically the tone he was at. He was like, "I don't care that I found you like that. Just be careful."
Right.
You know? But so I guess in the time that I don't remember, right?
Uh-huh.
I walked across the street, opened the garage door with the key code, right? And then I guess my dad came out to the garage because he didn't hear the garage door close.
Uh-huh.
And he found me trying to pull the garage door closed.
You could just imagine him just sitting there on the garage door.
I don't even want to imagine my dad walking out into the garage and seeing me hanging from the fucking garage door, trying to pull it closed. And I'm just like, "I am so sorry, Dad." And he's like, "No, you're good." He's like, "Just be more careful when you heavily drink." And I'm like, "Okay."
And just, okay.
I'm like, "All right." And I'm like, I still feel so bad.
To this day?
It was still funny as fuck, though. I was like, dude. Like, of all people to find me, my dad.
Right. Damn, that's gotta be the most embarrassing thing ever.
Oh, 100%.
Just a parent finding you super fucked up and having to help you.
Oh yeah.
That is the worst thing ever.
Oh,
However, all right. I got kind of like a backup story since you said embarrassing.
Uh-huh.
So the most okay, this is gonna basically be for both of you guys, right?
Uh-huh.
Try to date shorter girls, because it's really embarrassing when you have to kneel on their legs to get the height to enter.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't got to worry about that.
It's very demoralizing.
I can imagine, yeah.
It is very demoralizing.
Dying. Actually dying.
Ollie's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Anywho, Ollie, do you drink?
Occasionally.
Okay, what's the drunkest you've been, if at all?
What's the drunkest I've been? Oh god. That's a really good question. I don't know where to start with that one.
This must mean he has a lot of stories.
No, it's probably
More of the lack of stories.
Or okay, I got it. So I was hanging out with a few buddies of mine, Mikey, T, and Bobby. I don't know if any of you know them, but I'm sure
I
Sparky.
do.
So.
Yeah, you wouldn't. But, we were playing some games. I think we were playing like Ninja Storm or something,
Uh-huh.
and like loser drinks. That was the thing. The loser drink.
Oh.
And I like barely ever lost, but so everyone's way drunker than I am. It's probably the drunkest I ever been as well. But the thing is like I didn't I didn't drink because I lost. I just drank because I wasn't drinking. Like I kept winning, and I was like, "This is bullshit. Just give me the bottle so I can drink." And I just drank like a good third of the bottle. It was like
You just see him
vodka
struggling to chug.
or something. Like no, it wasn't very much of a struggle actually. It went down pretty smooth. That's the thing, is most alcohol for me goes down pretty smooth. Like it's got to be very, very bad for me to not be like, what? So there's that. Um, yeah, that was kind of fun. Um, and interesting, and very interesting to say the least, because Bobby drove us home, and then because we used Mikey's van to get home, I had to walk Bobby home.
Right.
So Bobby was like, "Dude, I'm too drunk to walk home alone." I was like, "I'm drunk as fuck too," and I'm like, "I guess I'll go." And as we were walking, he was like, "Bro, it's so nice out here. I don't want to go home yet. We'll just like take a detour." I was like, "Fuck it, sure, whatever." And then we just kind of like sat in a park for a good hour and 45 minutes or
Was that
so,
Mission Park?
talking about completely nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then we parted our ways. I walked home, and that was that. Yeah. Fun times.
Fun times indeed.
Fun times.
Fun times indeed.
You know what the fun times I remember of the trap house?
Yeah.
The Yu-Gi-Oh. Those are the fun times.
Those are the fun times. That was pretty fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Boop.
Yeah. What about like most embarrassing dates?
Most embarrassing dates.
Well,
only have, like,
okay, Ollie,
two.
you can't really contribute because you've only dated like 2 girls, so.
Well, fuck you, first of all. That's not fair. Alright. I have plenty of embarrassing ones, but I don't really want to talk about them because they were from when I was a lot younger, a lot younger than
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Well, I mean, it's not like it would impact you now.
Well, yeah, but it's not that it's not that it's not gonna impact us now. It's just the pure embarrassment we don't want to relive.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
fair. No, 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 no,
Did you finally beat that boss?
Yeah. You didn't hear me just like
Oh, I did.
scream
I heard
at the
yes.
top of my voice? Yeah, that
Yeah,
was me
that's what I
beating
heard.
the
Yes.
fuck that thing. I just did what you did, bro, and cheesed it with the mortal drop. But the problem with that is I didn't have enough spirit emblems. Is I don't have enough spirit. I don't have as many spirit emblems as you did when you were at this point in the game.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's fun.
Oh, dude. So all right. My mom does all
This
my
guy-
taxes and tax return stuff for me.
What the fuck did I just see?
What?
I just saw some guy like shove like an empty bleach bottle into this tiny ass slot of this trash can.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, what? But okay, continue. Sorry.
All right. What was I talking about? Oh,
I don't know.
oh, I
I don't
remember.
remember.
So, I'm finally getting my tax returns. Finally. The
About
first
fucking
thing,
time.
the first thing I'm buying is a new motherboard and CPU. Because I need to fucking upgrade this bitch because it cannot run the things that I need it to.
Dude,
Like
I'm actually thinking about starting to make my own built PC.
Dude, okay, I don't know how. I'm not smart enough for that. I don't know exactly what's needed. I've asked a bunch
I
of my
mean,
friends if they could help out, and they all just bail on
well,
me.
no, I've heard from a lot of like YouTubers, like it's almost like putting a Lego set together. You just have to follow a tutorial.
Yeah, well, you don't exactly know what works and what doesn't.
That is true.
So it's kind of trial and error, and if you buy the wrong thing and it doesn't work, you just wasted a bunch of your money.
This is fair.
So that's kind of the point that I'm at. I would have loved to have like custom built my own PC, but I don't know what to get. I don't know what works.
Not even gonna lie, I'm thinking about building one, and I'm gonna try and put a 3090 in that bitch.
Oh dear, dude, do you know how much those cost?
Enough.
Dude, all right, hold on. Let me pull up the price.
I know they're like, I know it's like, I think it's like just under $2,000 or something.
It is no.
What's the 3090s?
The 3090s. Oh well, no, yeah. That's a wait, hold on. Nvidia RTX 3090. Buying options. Let's see how much. The 39, yeah, about 1,500.
Yeah.
I thought it was more because when the time it came out, it was like 3,000.
Yeah, that's because they were in demand.
Yeah.
But now that
Fucking
everybody
ridiculous.
now that everybody that wants them, now that everybody like big that has all that money that wanted them has them.
Yeah.
That's basically how that shit goes. It's like, oh, like the first couple months only like the rich people are buying it until they lower the price, so then they can make more money off the people that are spending their hard-earned money on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Doug, did you see the new trailer for, well, you haven't seen any trailer for Resident Evil.
Well, I've seen like the teaser.
Here, I'm gonna put up the new Resident Evil trailer.
I don't want to see anything though.
Well, I'm putting it up for the stream.
Oh, the stream. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no,
And this trailer's in 4K. This is the fourth and final trailer, probably.
I'm gonna stream that when I get it.
Oh, well, what I want to do, obviously, first I need a new CPU and motherboard. But I've been trying to stream at dead of night. Oh my god, dude, that game is fucking terrifying. Holy shit.
That?
It's so it's what am I trying to say? The gameplay mixes 3D and 2D with game and movie.
Okay.
Like full motion video. And it looks like a beautiful game, but my computer just can't record or stream it because it gets laggy. So, all right, well, that's it for the stream. Probably gonna
Thank you
head
all for
out.
joining.
Yeah. Then if this, because this is also gonna be posted on YouTube. If you're watching this, then hello to the future.
Oh yes, yeah. I hope you enjoyed our entirety of not talking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably cut that up and fucking edit that. But yeah. Thanks everyone for joining, and I'll see you next time.